SOAR to Tactical Command. We are inbound on final approach. I say again, inbound on final.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 13, the final day of the Great New York State Fair. We are your Special Operations Response Team, and this is your rappelling demonstration for today. If you look up at the tower, the middle of the tower on the roof line, the host, 25-year veteran, South Central team leader, with the gift of gab, the copper couple, the red-headed wonder, soulless ginger, Eric Ozzy Osbourne.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and let me be the second guy in green to welcome you to the final day of the Great New York State Fair. Appreciate you folks joining us. I especially appreciate those of you that sat through that dog show for no other reason than to secure prime seats for this. Best show with the exhibit guaranteed not to give you fleas. We are SOAR. SOAR is the tactical element for the New York State Police. As such, we conduct all those operations you would expect a SWAT team to conduct. High-risk felony warrants, drug raids, barricaded subjects, hostage situations, dignitary protection. However, we also perform a few tasks you wouldn't necessarily associate with a SWAT team, such as search and rescue, to include high angle rappelling and rope rescue, which is what we're going to demonstrate here today. Our team was formed back in 1979 in anticipation of the 1980 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid. Hosting the Olympics was obviously a great honor, but also a great responsibility. The 1972 Munich terrorist attacks weighed heavily on everyone's mind. So the state police took a bunch of firearms instructors, most of whom were veterans, and sent them off to the FBI to be trained in counterterrorism tactics. They were called the Mobile Response Team. Since our team has undergone several evolutions, and in 2008, we changed our name to SOAR and became a full-time element. Our guys no longer work the road. We are spread out across the state in 5 regional teams. Each regional team is responsible for maintaining all of their own equipment, all the way from the large pieces like that Lenco Bearcat, the armored vehicle in the grass over there, all the way down to our individual kit, such as our climbing harnesses. On the front of each guy's harness, you're going to see a piece of equipment. This is called the Figure 8. That's how we control our descent. The rope is fed through that. That top hand on the rope is just a guide hand, keeps us upright. This one down here by our hip, that's the money maker, that's our brake hand. As we move that away from our hip, it allows that rope to freely flow through that device. That's when we let gravity do its job, and we refer to that as letting her eat. Once we put it back towards our hip, puts friction on that device, slowing and eventually stopping us. But telling you is one thing, showing you something different. So without further ado, let's bring the guys down and introduce them. All right, on the right side of the tower from the North Central team, you got Trooper Mike Amadou One Green. And up on the left side of the tower, also from the North Central team, hey Paul, are we doing it? You think we should pull it off? All right, folks. Those of you that are veterans of this show probably know the verbs, know the words better than I do. That's a good example. However, we like to change it up once in a great while. Matt up there is a great innovator. He comes up with a lot of ideas. And we're going to go ahead and try this one out today. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to witness, hopefully, if the wind operates, seems fine, will be what the first ever, this is not going to work, we're going to try it anyway, the first ever rappelling limbo. Folks, you want to see him try? Why not? Let's give it a shot. Buddy, you good? It's going to be tough to miss, brother. I think you can nail it. Ladies and gentlemen, on the left side of the tower, I give you Trooper Matt. How low can you go? Mason! Oh, he would not include that anyway. Great attempt, though. Let's hear it from Matt. Matt has a lot of ideas. This was an okay one. Down here on the ropes, you got the North Central Assistant Team Leader, Sergeant Cole Colio Sheehan. Up in that top window, spinning our beats, fresh off his European tour, where he played clubs from Milan to Minsk. Your DJ, Trooper Red Ted Whitney. And down here signing our show, with the hand speed of a mongoose and the quickness of a cheetah hopped up on Red Bull. Orangutan. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Supercalifragilistic. I can't shake her, ladies and gentlemen, Shannon! Up on the left side of the tower from the South Central team, Trooper Adam, the Milkman Kohler! And last but certainly not least, on the right side, also from South Central, Trooper Tommy, the Nighthawk Perry! Oh, Tommy, hold on. Sorry, brother. I'm sorry to ruin your entrance. I apologize. I neglected to tell you before the show. You're going to be a crash test dump, an experimental subject, a volunteer for this next segment. No, it's okay. You're being voluntold. All right. So like I said, we control our descent up there. However, as the fair progresses, we like to go ahead and entertain ourselves up there. So these guys are going to put their hand out maybe a little bit farther than they normally would, and open their hand up a little bit more than they usually should. But you're going to notice throughout this show, these ropes are going to develop some loops and twists. If you're really letting her eat, and you're running a C grip instead of an O grip, and one of those loops or twists hits your palm, that rope could pop out of your hand. You lose your brakes down the thruway, that's a bad day on the road, right? If we lose our brakes up here, that's a bad day on the ropes. But that's what brings me to Sergeant Sheebat. Cole's not trying to be rude or antisocial. He's not giving you his back to showcase his well-defined lats and traps. Get the infirmary, pick up a Band-Aid, brother, because you are cut. All right, it's not great, I give it to you. As our subject matter expert and ropes guru, he has the oh-so-important yet not at all glamorous job of rope safety or belayment. If one of these guys coming down loses their brake hand, Cole's going to pull on that rope, putting friction on that device, slowing, and hopefully stopping our operator. But again, telling you is one thing, showing you something different. So Tommy's going to do us all a favor. He's going to take a couple steps back, he's going to take a running start, and he's going to throw himself off of that roof with no hands on the roof. He's going to flying squirrel it, hurtling towards Earth at an incredible rate of speed, accelerating at 9.8 meters per second till at the very last moment, Sergeant Sheebat, if he is physically able and so inclined, will use his raw power and cat-like reflexes to engage a belay, stopping Tommy mere moments from certain death or at least a sprained ankle. Ladies and gentlemen, you paid for your whole knee. You're only going to need the edge. This part's going to be awesome. Tommy, are you ready?
No!
No? Come on, dude, you got to jump. Let's go. Ladder? No, it's not a ladder show, brother. It's a rope show. Come on. Cole's working on it. His belay success rate is skyrocketing. 60% of the time, it works every time. Come on, Tommy, what do you say? What do you mean Cole's gone? Cole's right. Yeah, it's not Cole. Yeah. Cole, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, I can still see you. Camouflage doesn't work on the bleachers. It's for woodland stuff. Sorry, folks, hold on just a second. Hey, brother, what's your name? Daniel? All right. Daniel, did he tell you what to do? You probably have a solid idea at this point, but yeah, maybe. All right. So he didn't set you up for failure. I'm going to give you the advanced course, Daniel. Tommy's going to jump. You're going to pull on the rope. It's that easy. He jumps, you pull, right? Whatever. First bounce, second bounce. It doesn't matter. At some point, you're going to pull on that rope, and at some point, Tommy's going to stop falling. Everyone stops falling eventually. He knows his show inside and out, Tommy. I'm sure he can do it. Daniel's on it. What do you say, brother? Not good. All right, folks. I know dead air is just awful for entertainment, if this even qualifies, but I just got to have a sidebar conversation with my colleague real quick. Yeah, come here. Meet me at the rope. At the rope. Dude. Between you and me, I don't care how this goes. Last day of the fair, I know you're checked out. Last day of the fair, Tommy couldn't be much, right? Daniel's, but if he burns it, Daniel's hands are on the rope and yours are, it's not perfect. Stay fair days are over. I know it's a cat. I know I got you. We won't be coming back this year. That's no more Tully's Tender, no more maple ice cream. I know it's back to meth labs and crack houses. I need this 2-week break, bro. You know what I'm saying? What can you do for me? Help me out? Teamwork. I'll get teamwork. That makes it true. 70-30. Who's 70? Who's 30? It's none of my business. I'm not going to micromanage. All right. Tommy, you got 2 belays now. You got Cole and Daniel. What do you say, brother? You down with it now? A little better? Folks, let's encourage Tommy. Let's get him fired up a little bit. There we go. That's some noise. Folks, help me count them down from 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoa. That didn't look that comfortable. But now our belay team controls it. They can go and keep him up there. Keep him up there as long as the scuba show. Make it as long as they want. Or they can just all of a sudden drop him like a marionette. Outstanding. And he finally touches down. Nice work. And Daniel for making sure I didn't burn in. Here's one Trooper Bear, courtesy of the Trooper Foundation. Right over there, available for sale, for purchase, as well as these Swoopy t-shirts. Let's hear it for our belay team one more time. What's that? You're never keeping your bear. It is ridiculous that you walk around with a bear in your dump pouch. Folks, you can see how easy it is to end up in a precarious predicament up there. Gravity does not take an instant off. However, if you end up in an uncomfortable or awkward position, as long as you keep your head, as long as you keep your cool, and most importantly, as long as you keep your brake hand, you're going to be A-OK. If you look all the way up top, we got Matt and Mike who are going to come on down. You saw them come down silky smooth in that same standard seated hip rappel that everyone else has used. But now they're going to transition that brake hand from the right to the left. This is going to allow our guys to go ahead and invert. So now, even though they're upside down, as long as they maintain that newfound brake hand, they're not going to smash face first in this beautifully manicured turf. It's called the commando crawl. It allows our guys to see where they're going before they present them for other body parts to a window. But once they've gone far enough and seen all they need to see, they go ahead and revert. Reassume that brake hand. And come on down. Superhero landing and everything. Ladies and gentlemen, the invert. A side note, we did recruit these guys as a team directly from a synchronized swimming academy. All those hours in the pool have really paid off and they forged quite the bond. Recurring theme out here today, folks, is going to be safety. We're dealing with heights, we're dealing with extreme angles, we're dealing with hard and sharp edges. It is inherently dangerous. So whether you are rappelling, rock climbing, or even hiking, somebody could end up in a position where they become stranded, unable to go either up nor down. We have to have the means to get to those people. Ladders aren't necessarily going to reach high enough, and helicopters can be counterproductive. Those rotors don't do our ropes any favors, if you know what I'm saying. So if you look all the way up top, we've got Tommy, who's going to start our demonstration. Say Tommy's working his way down a sheer cliff face in the Adirondack Park, or perhaps Ithaca, because it is gorgeous. He gets himself to a spot he wants to be for a minute. He's gonna take that rope, wrap it around his 8. Not once, not twice, but thrice. This is called the tie-off. Once Tommy's tied off, he can go hands-free. He can literally and figuratively hang out. He can get his cell phone out, snap a selfie. Very nice. Post it to his MySpace page. Anyone else still running MySpace? Explains my lack of traffic. But say he's up there enjoying himself and a rock kicks loose, hits him in the head. Oh! A glancing blow, for sure. All right, so that take care of Tommy all the way. So we're gonna need some helpers out here. Some volunteers. Don't worry about raising your hand. We're not that organized. Just come on up. School hasn't started yet. Come on over. See that rope that's there for your safety? Ignore it. Come on up. Come on up. Get your hands right in there. Grab yourself a water balloon. Cole's going to be your fire team leader. He's going to direct traffic. Go ahead, grab him. Hopefully we got enough. If we don't, please don't cry if you don't get one. Breaks my heart. Two more. Grab him up, grab him up. Catch it. Catch it. Wait. If you got it, eat it up there. If you got one, eat it up there. Hey, still hit him, huh? Let it eat. Oh, it didn't go. Faulty water balloon. All right, folks, let's hear it for our rocks. Nice job, guys. All right, head on back to your folks. Or just really any adult, it's fine. Just, get on that side of the rope. She's collecting. That was awesome. All right, let's hear it for our rocks one more time. Great job. Too cute. Goal. Next year, lawn darts. Way more accurate. Kids will not stick around after that one. They will get over here. So Tommy's been knocked unconscious, but we can't leave him up there. We got a lot of time and money invested in him. I've grown quite fond of him, and he owes me a P.C.'s Donuts, so we got to get him. So if you look all the way up top, we've got Adam. Adam's going to work his way down his line. He's going to latch hands on Tommy, and he's going to hopefully bring them both down to safety. Come on down, Adam. Oh, all right. Choose all our own music out here. It's a bold choice for Adam. Obviously comfortable in his own skin. What's the matter, Adam? Keep it? Is this not your musical selection? Cole thought it fit the mood, though, does it not? Come on down. You not coming down? Seriously? Oh, DJ Rad Chat. He's not coming down to this. What do you need? He needs his song. You got it? DJ Chad's got you. And Kick moves at that elevation takes his life into his own hands every time. But as Adam L's out, you're going to notice he has a different piece of equipment in front of his harness. Adam is not running an 8 anymore, he's running what's called a break bar rack. That's going to allow him to take additional weight onto his system. That additional weight in this case is going to be Tommy. Before he gets to work, he's got to perform a tie-off. Once he's tied off, he'll reach for that blue strap on his right hip. That's a pick-off strap that's designed specifically for rope rescue applications. Then he'll use a porcelain version in the wingspan of a condor to hook into Tommy's harness. Once he's hooked into Tommy, he'll use the pick-off strap and those bulging biceps he somehow shoehorns into an extra medium t-shirt. Regular medium? Get out of the kids section with the clothes, bro. As Adam pulls Tommy up, you can see how Tommy instinctively reaches for Adam's hips and legs. We're a very close-knit team. At this point, he has no photos to be taken. Thank you. You see how Tommy's line is beginning to go slack. That's an indication his weight has been removed from the system. Now Adam is working to secure all of Tommy's gear and totally free him from his line. Next, Adam will go ahead and undo his tie off and hopefully lower them both safely to the ground. It looks like he nailed it. Ladies and gentlemen, the pick-off. All right, we've covered basic rappelling. We've covered the safety measures we have in place. We have touched on a very small percentage of the rescue work that we are capable of. However, there is also a tactical application of the rope work we're demonstrating here today. Say, for example, if they're a bad guy creeping around these fairgrounds, snatches up a kid, runs up into this building and barricades the door. Horrible choice of location on his part, but I digress. He's got that door nailed shut, he's got a fridge up against it, he feels real confident we're not going to be able to breach it. Unfortunately for that bad guy, the Special Operations Response Team doesn't need to come in through the door, we can come in through the window. But before we do, we count on all our other partners in law enforcement. The men and women that you see walking around these fairgrounds in the gray uniforms and the Stetsons, those are the road troopers. That is the most important and dangerous job in division. They are the first responders showing up in these chaotic scenes, oftentimes by themselves, locking them down, getting people to safety. After that come their supervisors, investigators, negotiators, and all our partners in special operations, to include aviation, drone pilots, K9. In a scene like this, we all have to work together to accomplish the mission. But once those pieces are in place, we get to do our job. So if you look all the way up top, it looks like Max, ready to run the recon. Matt lands ever so gently, not to notify anybody of his presence. He works into a commando crawl and starts checking windows for our suspect and hostage. Oh, Matt, that is not our target. Wow. Oh, they had a change of heart. They are amorous and aggressive. Get out of there, brother. Swipe left. Now he has eyes in that lower window, and he is confirming, in fact, our suspect and hostage are present there. Now Matt reaches up on his harness for that canister. That's a noise flash diversion device, commonly referred to as a flashbang. That's going to emit a bright light and loud noise that distracts and disorients the suspect while he sees the initiative. It looks like Matt's ready with a bang, and it looks like we're ready for Mike to effect the rescue. Mike's in the window, looking for the bad guy. Watch out, he's got a knife. Disarm. The people's elbow. An old-timey boxing match. Oh, he caught him in the jaw. Looks like Mike's in trouble. Here goes the finishing move. Oh, he's turning the tables on him. Mike, get him. He's getting away. Get him back in there. Come on, Mike. Let's lock this guy down. Quit screwing around. Let's get him in. Oh, no! What? Got him. 1, 2, 3. He's in custody, ladies and gentlemen. Winner and still champion. That's teamwork right there. Nice job, Mike. But where's Timmy? Timmy, the kid, the whole reason you went in there, the hostage. You got him. He's fine. Timmy's okay, everybody. Another save for Mike. Let's hear it for him. He's a real hero. Just ask him. All right, folks. Hopefully you've had a good time hanging out with us here today. Hopefully you can tell we have a good time coming out here. We love working on this awesome tower, interacting with you good people. State Fair represents a really nice break for us. However, at the end of the day, it is a serious business we're involved in. If you look along that roof line, there are 4 sets of numbers. Those are the shield numbers for Michael Strank, Ross Riley, David Brinkerhoff, and Joseph Longobardo. Those 4 men were operators on our team who died in the line of duty. They made the ultimate sacrifice serving the people of the state of New York. We think it's those guys that deserve a real round of applause this afternoon. Folks, we've been a great crowd. We really appreciate you coming out, squinting into the sun for us. I know it's not optimal, but we appreciate it a ton. Feel free to come forward after the show, up to the rope line. We'll answer questions, pose for pictures, tasteful of course. We have stickers for the kids. And make sure you hit the museum or the interactive displays, both very interesting. And the Trooper Foundation's got all your state police swag. Thanks for coming out, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day at the Great New York State Fair.